What it do, what it do, what it do, good people, coming to you live from Taz TV 410. I'm your host, Taz Dean. Before we even get started, I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yes, indeed. I need you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And you from Baltimore, listen here, man. If you ain't subscribed by now, I have a problem. I have a problem. However, we're going to keep it pushing. Those that's looking for me on Facebook is Dontaz Dean, Dontaz, Dean, Dean. Those who's looking for me on Twitter is at Dontaz T, again, Dontaz T, all that together. And on Instagram is Dontaz D, all lowercase, Dontaz, lowercase D, all together. Now, y'all see the guy. Y'all see my bro right here. You see him. Those that know him, I'm gonna give a quick update. I'm not gonna get too much into the details, but I feel a lot better today. Bro is fighting, you know. He's definitely fighting. He's better today than he was a couple days ago. You know, this is gonna be a process. However, I'd like to thank y'all that reached out, that showed y'all concerns, those that showed that sent positive energy, that prayed. Continue. Just keep showing that love. Keep sending them praise. However, a few months ago we had a conversation because we supposed to have an interview, and Bennie, I still want my interview. However. I dropped the ball and he dropped the ball. We both dropped the ball, but I know it's gonna get done. He ain't want to come by himself. He wanted him and a few of his players on that team, on that 96 and that 97 team. He got stories for days. He was telling me stories for days, and me just growing up, hearing some of the stories coming up behind him, it was nice to hear. However, since I can't talk to him right now, and I know eventually he gonna get around to hearing this, I gotta let bro know what he meant to me on and off the court. Now, people, I don't even remember when me and Bennie met because I was a kid. You know, we grew up in the same neighborhood, but I mean, I was a kid. Yeah, I'm in elementary school, he in middle school, things of that nature. However, you know, when you start to play ball, I was one of them kids that wanted to always follow behind my uncle. Wanted to do what the big boys doing as far as life. They going to play football, I want to go play football. They going to play basketball, I want to play basketball. They playing baseball, I want to play baseball. That was the type of neighborhood we had. We played all sports every day. However, when Bennie was the only kid, Bennie and there may have been one other, he was the only kid at this time was able to play with the older boys. I know he was lanky. He was about the same size or just a little shorter as he is today. He was that size in middle school. You know what I'm saying? He was lanky. However, he was able enough to play with those guys. So myself and I'm pretty sure my peers too. We all looked up to Big, man. We all looked up to him. You know what I'm saying? He got along with everybody. He had his own relationship with everybody to this day. He had his own relationship with everybody. And I know people gonna say, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. However, let me take y'all back down memory lane a little bit. Now, he played for that St. Francis team. St. Francis ain't just started being good. And I'm not gonna say it started right there on that team, because they had some squads before that. However, I'm talking about hitting the national scene, that 96, 95 and 96, 97 season. They was the Rolling Stones, man. They was some Rolling Stones. However, at this time, I'm like I said, before he even got down St. Francis, let me just back y'all up. He playing with Leaf Walk. Now, and the reason why I'm saying this, the reason to give you this story, a lot of times guys from up our way, that from Northeast Baltimore. They played ball in the neighborhood and they ain't go outside the neighborhood, right? There was a lot of them. They could play, but they just didn't go outside the neighborhood. However, Bennie was that guy that did. So I'm peeping all this. He leave Leaf Walk, go down Northwood. Then I think he would go play for Madison for a little while, Oliver. However, he talked to me, listen, you gotta get out the neighborhood to play. That's the only way you're gonna be able to get better. You gotta play against other bumps. So you know what happened the next day? I walked down Northwood to try to play on get on their in-house league. Something about Northwood and me just didn't mix because they said I couldn't play basketball either. So football season, I can't play. Basketball season, I'm just coming up dry, right? However, I still see what he doing. He progressing, and Bennie wasn't no offensive type of guy. He had a defensive game. He gonna play the baseline. He give it to him. He can go up hard and one, all that type of stuff. He can hit his free throws. However, but he's a defensive guy when it comes to ball. So when he goes down, when he's at St. Francis, sometimes I used to go to the games with him when he drove the little gray bucket. Everybody remember the gray bucket. He drove the gray bucket everywhere. So the first year I'm saying, boom, I don't even think I really grasped. Because at this time, he taking me around, we playing, and he taking me anywhere he playing because I'm starting to grow a little bit. He's starting to see a little something. So, all right, come on. He taking me with him. Boom, cool. That high school season, I seen something different his junior year. So, boom. Now, after his junior year, I'm coming into high school. So when I'm coming to high school, I had 2 private schools that wanted me to attend their school. However, I had an IEP. I had an IEP in math. I had an 82, 83 average because you had to have an 80 to play middle school ball. However, I couldn't get into those schools. At this time, this summer, me and him, we rocking and rolling, playing. We hoop. We go in different places and hooping. He tried, and a lot of people don't know this. He tried to get me in St. Francis. He tried. Talked to my mother. My mother go down to St. Francis, talk to one of the sisters, and they ain't let me in. They said they ain't had it was too full or something, freshmen or something like that. So what he do? Oh man, go up Maryville, kill it up Maryville, and then be out. I ain't gonna say I killed it, nothing like that, but I knew I was gonna be out anyway. I knew that wasn't the only option I had anyway. That wasn't even an option, however. But he tried, he looked out. And I wasn't the only person that he looked out for. You know what I'm saying? He do things like this. He been doing that since he was young. Just looking out, just that type of guy. However, we moving on. Now, his senior year. Now this one is like, oh, these guys this is a rock star type team because they playing everybody. The schedule was deep and long. I'm talking about the T Max, the Tim Thomases, the Jason Cables, and I know I'm missing some guys. However, they beat the #1 team in the country on a buzzer beater. Everybody up there went crazy. You got Bennie playing. He checked T Mac. You know what I'm saying? Even though T Mac, he had that nice little tomahawk on the news, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You weren't the only one underneath that run. I think Sean was looking at him too, but don't worry about that because my man did that. He wasn't scared. Excuse me. He ain't back down from nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, that showed me right there the competitive, how he like to compete, no matter the size. I knew to go hard. I knew to take pride from where I was from. You know what I mean? And then not only that, he just carried it like a big. He just carried it to this day. He still carried like a big brother. When he talked to me anyway. I mean, we talk sports, we talk that style of stuff a little bit, but we talk mostly about life. You know what I'm saying? I went to another phase in my life as far as being married and just being more grounded in my own self. You know what I mean? And we talk about things like that. So, Bennie, when you come up out that hospital, yeah, we got a whole lot to talk about. Like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. I just wanted just to speak a little bit about my man. And y'all continue to send them prayers, send that positive energy. And that's all I'm saying. From TED TV. Holla.